Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now come for the revision of 6th chapter that is also included in the first assessment. So in this chapter we will learn about we learned about direct and inverse variation. What is direct variation and what is inverse variation? Actually, variation means the relationship of two quantities with each other. If there is increase or decrease in one quantity, and if the same increase or decrease is there in the other quantity, so they will known as direct variation. The definition about direct variation is when an increase or decrease in one quantity leads to an increase or decrease to the other quantity, these quantities are in direct proportion or variation to each other. Here are the examples. For example, if you want to make more cupcakes, so you will need more chocolate and more material. If you want to make big patterns, so you will need more and more blocks. If you want to make a few cupcakes, so you will require some quantity, you will require less quantity. And if you want to make a small pattern, so you will require less pattern, less blocks. So in this case, these quantities are direct proportion or direct variation to each other. Come for the inverse proportion. If you have here's an example. If you are given with more homework, then you will have less time to play. This is inverse, because one quantity is increasing and the second is decreasing. One quantity is your homework and second quantity is your time to play. So if one is increasing and the second one is decreasing, if you have less homework, one quantity is decreasing and the second one, your playing time is increasing. So one quantity is decreasing and second one is increasing. So this is the inverse variation. In the second example, if there are more workers to construct a wall, so they will need less time. In very short time they will construct that. And if there are few workers to construct a wall, so they will construct that wall, or they will make the task completed in more time. So there is also a inverse between two quantities. So this is known as inverse variation. So what's the proper variation? Inverse variation, when an increase or decrease in one quantity leads to a corresponding decrease or increase in the other quantity, the two quantities are said to vary inversely. These two quantities are said inverse proportion. Now come for the exercise. We had started from question number 4. Question number 1, 2 and 3 were objective type questions and they were taught to you in the previous videos. Now come for the question number 4. See, look at the question. The total cost of 10 lottery tickets is rupees 200. Here are two quantities. First one is cost and the second one is the number of tickets, and the second one is cost. So you have to find the cost of 25 tickets. You have to find the cost of 25 tickets. If the tickets are increasing, obviously their price will also increase. So you can see here, this is a direct variation. So how to solve that out? If there are 10 lottery tickets, so their cost is rupees 200. If there will be 25 lottery tickets and their cost is unknown, so this is increase in both quantities. Clear? So you have to make a sign like this for your memorization. So you will write it over here. This one, starting from this 25 as numerator divided by 10 is equal to x is the quantity of 25 tickets that is to be found, and the 200 the number of 10 tickets, amount of 10 tickets. So here you will do the cross multiplication. 25 divided by 10, this is the denominator, and when we will take it to the other side of equal, this will be multiplied. 0 will be cancelled by this 0, so the 20 is remaining here. So this 20 will be multiplied by 25. 25 20s are, that is 500. So the X means the number of price of 25 tickets is 500. Price of 25 tickets is X is the amount cost of 25 tickets, so X is 500. Price of 25 tickets is 500. So the same situation is here. The cost of 5 meters of cloth is rupees 1500. How many meters of the same cloth can be purchased for 15,000? Obviously, when the cost is increased, so the amount of meters will be increased. The meters will also be increased. So here is also the direct variation. So you can do that in the same way. It is given that increase in length or an elastic spring varies directly with the mass hung from it. If 50 kilogram produces an increase of 2.5 centimeter, if the weight is 50 kilogram and that is hanging with the spring, so the spring tends 2.5 centimeter, how many kg would produce an increase of 7.5 centimeter? And if you are saying, you can see that the spring is tending and hanging to 7.5, that is varying to 7.5 centimeter, means that is increasing. So obviously the weight is more than 50 kilograms, so that is also a direct variation. So you can also do that in the method of direct variation. An agent is paid a commission of rupees 200 for selling goods for rupees 2000. If he sold, what's the amount of commission? 200, and the sold amount is 2000. How much commission will he get for selling goods? Rupees 30,000. If he is selling the goods for 30,000, if he is selling more, obviously he will get more commission. So that is also a direct variation. Now come for the question number 8. 150 kgs of sugar cost rupees 3000. 150 kgs 3000. How many kgs of sugar can purchased for rupees 8500? Now see, if the 150 kgs of sugar is rupees in 3000, so if the amount is 8500 rupees, amount is increased, obviously the amount of sugar, the quantity of sugar will also be increased. Again, direct variation. So in the same way you can read out the other questions and you can find out their solution. Now come for the question number 11. A man walks 3 kilometers in 1 hour. As you know that in 1 hour